Hello, everybody. What's going on? How everybody feeling tonight? The ladies is in the building. Okay.
Hey y'all.
Oh shit!
Hey y'all.
Oh my god! We done. Wait, what the heck? What the heck? Oh my goodness!
What's going on?
You made my night, Inga, man. You made
my head just grew overnight.
What is your name tonight, young lady?
Oh,
what is your name tonight,
I
young lady?
Come up with somebody.
You better come up with a name by the end of the show.
Yeah, Madam
This is gonna be somebody that come on every week. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, yeah. Somebody say I'm Lucille. Yes, right.
Lucille. I'm Lucille. Wait, who said that?
Well, I wouldn't be making these dumbass mistakes if I was Lucille.
Y'all, I didn't know she was gonna do this, y'all. I did not know. Did you know, Tamika?
Nah, I didn't know. This is a nice treat. This is a nice treat, y'all.
I got changed it up for you.
Oh, God.
I myself up, y'all.
Yeah, I did not know she was gonna do this.
I ain't had no long hair since the 90s.
Listen, it's crazy, y'all, because I'm not feeling my best tonight, but I said we here to talk about BMF, what went down, and, little predictions, little foreshadowing moments. And I was saying the word of tonight was simple because I'm keeping it real simple, but Inga said, not on my watch. I was saying the lady's going to hold me down. So Inga already started it off.
That's right.
What's up, Shayna? Hey, Rashonda. What's up, DeMarcus? Thank y'all for coming through. Oh, Lord. Hey, Brown Sugar. Thank you. Hey, Queen. Hey, RD.
Hey, Shayna.
Oh, God, that's a good one.
You got to laugh at your own self sometimes.
Yes,
as opposed to people laughing at you, you got to laugh at yourself,
Yes. What's up, Lemon Kush Pepper? Thank you for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like if you're watching from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, go to all the ladies and hit that like.
I'm here.
Oh. Michelle Waller, thank you for coming through. So yeah, y'all, we gonna talk about, this BMF, but before we get into BMF, even though I'm late, the ladies already kind of, gave their breakdowns on this whole thing that had Twitter going crazy, YouTube going crazy, just the whole social media going crazy. Moochie did her breaking news, EJ did her little breakdown telling y'all what was going on in the streets and how she was feeling about this, but I didn't get to talk about it yet. Everybody was like, a lot of people was upset. A lot of people was upset. A lot of people was in their feelings about this whole, Power Book 2 Ghost. Only, the final season, they get in 2 parts. And then we got the news of Power Origins. So I just kind of wanted to go from, Moochie down and see what the ladies was thinking. Do y'all feel the same way since more stuff kind of came out after it first dropped? Or are you feeling different? Do you not give a damn at all? And I'll go last and just talk about what we feeling about this before we get into the BMF.
I haven't done really any deep dive on it, but I am open for the situation. I don't think this is the last of Tariq unless he goes, maybe he's going to jail, y'all. I just want to know how they round it off. If this is going to continue to that, because if it does, they could still do different parts of that because Ghost and Power in the same timeline to me. Unless I know they said they're doing a prequel,
right?
But I want to know if they're gonna be going back and forth with stuff. That's all I want to know. I want to know how they play this out because I know we're gonna see a young version of them, but we're all gonna see. I want to see if I'm hearing we're supposed to see him in Force, and we're supposed to see appearance of him in Ghost also. So I want to see it.
Yeah. Hey, cuz, thanks for coming through. Love you. Hey, Monique 69 Ways. What's up, Candy Love?
Hey, Monique, Demarcus.
Um, EJ, any takes on this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I mean, honestly, when I first heard it, I was like, man, that's really whack, you know. And then as I've kind of sat with it, I'm just like, at the end of the day, if it's gonna be two parts and if they're 8 to 10 episodes a piece, to me, that's like 2 seasons, and a series should only last about 5 seasons anyway. In theory, in my opinion, they shouldn't really go super long unless they crime shows. You know, when I say crime shows, I'm talking about like Law and Order, SUV, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of
Right.
shows can go for
Right.
forever. But this type of show, I'm like, okay, that's cool. That feels like it's getting, you know, it's running its course. So I'm cool with that. I'm ready to see how they're gonna do it, and I just want it to be a good ending, you know, like something that you could talk about for a long time, like the
Right.
last one, like the OG Power. Like that stuff was crazy because you were like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that you didn't
Mm-hmm.
expect to happen. So I just want to see how that's going to go. And I'm excited about Power Origins. I wanted that in the beginning. You know, I'm a newly
Mm-hmm.
raising Kanan fan because y'all know I hated Kanan. And I just really got into like where I really, really like absolutely love the show. I always wanted the other version of it. I always wanted the Tommy and Ghost part of it. So I'm excited that
Mm-hmm.
that's actually happening now. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm, I'm here for it.
Yeah. What about you, Inga?
I agree with EJ and Moochie. I'm okay. Bye, Tariq. You know, I'm okay. And Moochie, right? He might. We can be able to spin him off on go to Force or something else. I don't know. But if we don't see him no more and this is it, then that's cool too. I mean, it's probably time for a change. I
Mm-hmm.
understand what they saying. Their reasons might be financial, all this kind of stuff, but I'm okay for it. I'm with EJ on this. I've been wanting the beginnings on how Ghost and Tommy became Ghost and
Mm-hmm.
Tommy in the first place. So yeah, let's take it back. Start from the beginning, just like we did with raising Canaan. So
Right.
I'm cool with it. So and it is gonna be like it'll end up being 5 seasons, with the two
Mm-hmm.
parts, so
Mm-hmm.
part one, part two. So it's that's good, as long as they wrap it up in a good way though. Like
Yeah, definitely.
these last 2 parts, I definitely want to see some people being taken out or some people going to prison or something. So
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah, I agree with basically a combination of what you all are saying. Like my first response when I seen the Power Origins was like, oh, so what happens to Raising Canaan? Like, because for me, and I think a lot of us said it when we was talking about how we wanted to see them probably end it out would be bringing Ghost and Tommy in and him meeting them and whatever, and that would probably be in the last season. I still feel like they can do that. I don't think them bringing Origins changes that. And as far as Power Book 2 goes, I was okay with it. I just thought they were ending it on their own. And I'm always happy when shows say, okay, this is where we want to stop it at. But then later when we heard it was canceled, I kind of felt a little different pertaining to it. And they were saying that everybody, as far as the cast and crew and people that was a part of it, didn't know, that they kind of found out the same time as us. I didn't think that that was necessarily cool. Of course, we had some trolling and some jokes where Michael Rainey was saying, I didn't even know, they didn't even tell me. And then 50 was like, well, you don't pick up your damn phone. So, like, in other words, they have been trying to call him. Now, we don't know if all of that is real or if they just kind of putting it out there. Because we know 50 can also be the troll king, but I feel like I'm not going to really pass no judgments until when it comes on. I have faith that they're going to do a good job. We know that some of the original people that worked on Power was a part of Power Origins, and then you also have Sasha Penn who worked on Raising Canaan on it. So I think it's going to be good based off of that, but we shall see, because if y'all know me and how I started out with the whole Power thing, I wasn't rocking with book 2. I know people go crazy for book 2, but I was not rocking with Tariq. I was still mad at him for a long time for him taking out his damn father and I didn't watch season 1 when it first aired. I literally had started my channel right before 2 was about to start, and my son was like, "Mom, now you can't keep being mad at Tariq." He's like, "Catch up on it, that way you could do the review on, season 2." And I kind of did that and jumped in then, and then I started actually, liking it. And then Raising Kanan, I kind of was like, okay, we'll see where it go. And I was really excited for Force, and Force, especially season 1, disappointed me. But then I fell in love with Raising Kanan. So I think, we don't really know until we get it how it's gonna be. So I'm not gonna like just jump to no conclusions, but I did find it interesting how people was going off online. They was like, "Oh, well, what was the point of book 2? What was the point of y'all doing all this? What's gonna happen with Raising Cain in there? Y'all canceling the best book," and they was having a fit. So I just thought that was interesting, but I think it's gonna be cool. And I also think that it's kind of funny to me now. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, because the way they're looking at it is the money they were spending, especially to get these bigger actors and stuff like that in it, right? So it's all about saving money. Of course, the actors is going to get the lower end of the deal, and the ones at the top going to be getting the bigger. So how they're looking at it is, we'll give you less seasons, but more episodes, right? I think that makes sense. I can understand that from the business standpoint. Do y'all also think that? Because remember, some people probably too young for this, but remember back in the days before they had that last writer strike, we used to get more episodes. We wasn't getting just no 8 and 10 episodes. We used to get like 20 something episodes, and they cut that down. And it took us a minute to get used to the change. So now after this strike, we all of a sudden come back, and now you're seeing them say, let's have these, seasons that's 2 parts, and let's have less seasons and more, episodes. So I just found that interesting too. I don't know if it have anything to do with the strike, but the fact that they started kind of talking more about it after it, I find that interesting. I think a lot of more shows are going to be doing this. And even when it came to the Shop, we was like, well, why the heck are they having 2 separate parts? And this is something that Tyler Perry does on the regular with his shows. So I think we're gonna see more shows doing this.
I remember at one time they they used to film TV shows from September when school started, and in May used to end. Do y'all remember that?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Out of that, and nobody worked through the summer.
No, no.
They showed the reruns in the summertime.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
And also, Tamika, when you were talking about the origins, about the basically across, I think that's exactly what they're going to do, because that makes the most sense. You cross it over at the end of Raising Kanan, because we know Raising Kanan is only going to go so far, when it's all said and done. But if you bring Ghost and Tommy in so that we get to that part where we see Ghost and Tommy in Raising Kanan, that still leaves the possibility of keeping Kanan's character, or the guy who plays Kanan's character, Makai. What's his name? Makai?
Yeah, Makai something, yeah.
So that he can be in this other show as well. Because
I believe he is going to be. That would be a good idea.
It only makes sense.
It would make sense.
Yeah, that definitely would make sense. So yeah, y'all put it in the comments. Let us know what y'all think about this. I think most of y'all have probably already voiced y'all opinions. I know I'm the late one, but just want to talk about that real quick. So
I'm not mad about it. I don't understand anybody that's mad, but I shouldn't say that, because some people really, really like book 2. Book 2 is not my number 1 favorite. Mine's is Raising Kanan.
Yeah.
So I mean, outside of the original is Raising Kanan of the spinoffs. So it's okay if that one. Now if they had said they was getting rid of Force, that would I'd be classy. That'd be even better,
I don't think that one is going to be around much longer either. I think that this is going to be like, that's it, and we moving on to the next thing, and they're going to be bringing out different books.
I think they're going to do 4 or 5 seasons, and it's over. Yeah.
I think people would have been okay with it if they had not said the word canceled. I think that's the only problem. Yeah. If they had just said that it was ending, like, this was the final season, and they announced it like that. And I think they were trolling us a little bit when they said that too, to be honest. Like at first I was like, but I think they were really
even
trolling.
Michael Rainey was trolling us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They said it was the final season though. They didn't, everybody else always, what?
No. They said canceled. The CEO said canceled.
Okay, I know.
When it first Rock,
When
they
it
said the
first
final
dropped, it said
season,
final
which I was
season. That's
fine
what I'm
with
going
that.
by.
But then when we started getting the interviews and the CEO talking about canceled, and then some of the people started having reactions as far as the actors and the staff, that's when I was like, oh, wait a minute. It didn't just stop on its own. I'm like, yeah, they didn't really need to put that part out there.
Exactly. They could have left that part out. But I think that's the point of it. They wanted people to flock to the internet and they wanted people to flock to talking. They got the buzz that they wanted.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They wanted that buzz. People's gonna flock to this last season. And they gonna want to see this.
The
people
numbers
saying they don't want to see the spinoff, but they gonna watch.
The numbers is gonna be real high because it's the final.
Yeah.
The numbers
They're gonna watch that.
Everybody's
You better believe it. And we're gonna be right there talking about it, just like everybody else.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like EJ said, it's just more content for everybody that they put, that so
That's
everybody will be talking about.
What's up, Stephen Harris?
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
So y'all, we gonna move on over to BMF, child. And just to get the elephant out of the way, child, out of the room, because this was some messiness and foolishness here. And if y'all didn't see Inga shorts, we had so many jokes on this. Make sure y'all go check out Inga.
I couldn't help but
tell me what y'all thought about this Tupac, and it's not even just the Tupac. Tell me what y'all thought about the Kid and Play, because it was the disrespect for me. His hair was not wide like that. That damn hair looked wider than my damn behind, child. Lord.
Exactly. Oh my God, that thing stayed on my mind all weekend. I was so pissed. I was like, let me pull out my phone. I got to do something.
I said, what in the Tupac?
Exactly.
Tupac this.
But the bandana looked like a shoestring. Okay. Tupac ain't never worn no bandana look like that. Come on, don't be disrespecting him like that.
What in the
Tupac? Kid and Play, I mean, they got kid looking. That looked like man, that looked terrible.
What in the Tupac is going on here? What in the Tupac is going on here?
This whole episode was goofy and it was just a comedy show. This whole episode was just a comedy.
Yeah, I definitely cracked up in this episode. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Brown Sugar says, I think Stars is going to repeat this with the other books. 50 will have a chance to have spin-offs under his company. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely see that coming as well. Yeah, nah, Jamarcus, his hair was never wide like that. His hair was crazy high. It was not wide like this.
But that
like
looked
they played themselves. They really did. Like, stop it, y'all.
that was ridiculous. I mean,
it's just looking like that because he's filmed far away.
That was wild. I mean, they could have spent a couple extra coins and got somebody else. They've already had two other previous Tupacs in movies, so why you ain't get them?
I had like a little riff in my little video. I mean, come on, you mean to tell me you couldn't pay to get the other guy that looked like Tupac?
Did y'all not just what we just get through talking about y'all? What we did? Don't you see they trying to save money? Come on now.
That's just another franchise.
Yeah, they definitely was saving some money here.
Network.
And it was crazy because when I was watching the episode, I'm like saying, what the hell is this fake Tupac? But I didn't know that this was really supposed to be Tupac. I just was saying like he giving me fake Tupac vibes.
Yep.
And then when I realized it really was supposed to be Tupac, I'm like, come on, y'all are disrespecting right now. And then when they flashed over to Kid and Play, I was like, I know that ain't who I think that is. Like,
and there was no reason, and really there was no reason to have Tupac. Like they spent 5-10 minutes on that scene. They could have erased that scene. It wasn't necessary. It didn't impact the episode at all.
I liked it.
You did?
It didn't impact so you saying that little scene made the episode better?
I didn't say that.
I'm about to
say that.
I liked it.
I like it.
Right.
At first, I was like, "Who is this?"
Right now,
I didn't even know who it was at first. Like, I thought the same thing that Tamika said. When I said, "Who is this Tupac wannabe?" It took me the second, maybe the third time when I watched it to realize that it was supposed to be Tupac. I think my husband said it. I said, "Oh, I thought it was just somebody that was acting like.
I thought it was somebody just from LA. And then when he said the other thing, I said, "Oh, what in the Tupac is this?"
I knew it. I knew who it was as soon as they saw with the chain and the band. I said, and then when he talking about two of America's most wanted and all, when he was doing the references, I said,
but he wasn't even talking about that then. What year is this? Now I want to know what year
they jumped to like
showing,
96, and this is supposed to be
if you showing
91. That was
Kid
another thing.
My son is one of the biggest Tupac fans, and he said, "What the heck is this?" I mean, I wanted to throw my shoe at my own TV. Okay,
I'm gonna say this. If they showing Kid and Play, he wasn't even with Death Row then. He was with the digital underground. He wasn't even wearing that bandana like that. Or
that was my whole
in a way,
point.
I want to say he still had the flat top. He still might have had hair here because I think this is before the cops got at him that time.
Yeah, the whole thing was just wrong. It was no reason for it. It wasn't like it added anything to the story to make the story like it was
honestly, I didn't read into it that much, to be honest. I saw it, I was like, okay, and I kept going.
H says that was all eyes on me, Tupac, and it should have been Brenda's Got a Baby, Tupac. Yeah, they did kind of come with that one, but it wasn't a big deal. But at the same time, I was like, why did y'all even bother?
It was just like,
I feel like it was an unnecessary scene.
It was unnecessary. Yeah,
it was an unnecessary scene. We didn't need to see it. It was the wrong Tupac ever because you got Kid and Play in there over in the corner, and that's like what 90, 91. 92, 93. He wasn't like that day.
Sally said he in Cuba. Sally said he in Cuba. I know that wasn't supposed to be me.
You know what?
Wherever Tupac is, he probably said, "What the heck is this?" You know, they can't never get this right with this man. They can't never get it right. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, it was funny though. I listened.
Oh, I know. The whole episode, the entire episode from beginning to end, I cracked up. This just added on to the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing.
But I seen a lot of people talking about it, so I figured we would get that out the way first. So anyway, y'all. We started off the episode with, of course, Charles having to give Meech a little lesson about what the drummer supposed to do because he swore he was doing something, okay? And we got to be one band, okay? We can't be playing no damn game. And then we basically, of course, got to, Meech coming and all of a sudden raggedy ass Stacks talking about they robbing us. So we're going to start with Moochie. You can talk about either one of those things, both of those things, wherever you want to take it, girl, break it on down because y'all already know my thoughts on Stacks.
Did y'all hear the voices before he walked up there coming to the door? Stacks, I told y'all I didn't trust him from the get-go. This dude is trash. He done did Meech dirty. He's part of that robbery. That's my thoughts.
I agree with Moochie. That's my thoughts exactly too. It was just too it's just the way it all went down. It didn't feel right. And I was just like, nah, something ain't right with that. And I ain't never trusted Stacks either. So I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. I knew that I felt from day one, first time we saw him, he was it was something sneaky and he was a snake. I ain't trust him. So so yeah, I knew it was I knew this whole thing was a setup. And this is not the end we're gonna see of him either. So
yeah, I definitely knew Stacks wasn't about nothing. I knew he was about to do something grimy, and I just feel like I wanted them to act like they knew a little bit faster than what they was moving for me. I'm tired of him. Yeah, I know the two I've been saying that I want to go, and he definitely been number one. Give me a minute, y'all. Kayla done knocked stuff everywhere, but what did y'all think about, this scene in the club and of course Meech went to wait, did I skip?
No, you ain't skipped.
Okay. Meech went to the, club basically feeling like Angel has something to do with this once the whole, robbery happened. Moochie, you started off.
Oh, well, look, he thought he came to her, but I know it came from Greenie. She's going back and telling him stuff because he's in her ear, but what I like the most about this whole scene that we got our little new character with JD Williams from The Wire, y'all. So I like seeing this in the St. Louis boys. So I was open for that.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Yeah. Honestly, I honestly didn't think that. Well, for at first I thought Angel had something to do with it. Then later I was like, maybe not. But I don't know. Then when we saw that one scene after she was repeating after him, I was like, maybe so. So I went back and forth about 3 or 4 times, and I think I've come to the conclusion that just maybe she did have something to do with it. But it was an interesting scene, and I love seeing Bodie.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with y'all. Greeny, I can't stand him. I wish they had taken him out, not just beat him up. So I'm already done with him, and we only on the 3rd episode. I'm done with him already. So yeah, yeah, I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't no good.
And the way he asking for his money, he know he gonna get more on the interest if he get it. He set him up. He set dude up.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
He trash anyway,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Stacks is my number 1 trash and Greenie's my number 2. They both gotta go. I was saying that
Yeah,
last week.
trash one,
Mm-hmm.
trash two, A and B. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Throw them both in the furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with that. So Terry was over here trying to do what he got to do and figure out what's going to be their next steps. And he got a call from Markeisha. Inga started off. We're going to go, from Inga to EJ to Moochie. I'll go last.
She's another one to throw her in the furnace too. Yeah, there's so many people that need to go in the furnace and just go away forever, and she's one of them. She's sitting there thinking that yes, I'm laying here with no panties on, like you stink
Go,
witch.
go ahead and stroke your hair
Take the
again.
W off and
She
add the
said it.
B. Yeah,
Stroke your hair again. How she said.
you stink hoe. You know what I'm saying? And but he's so stupid. He really is just so stupid. I have no love for Terry. I don't care nothing about him. He can go in the furnace and he can burn forever. Yeah, I don't have nothing for Terry. He got to do something to make me
Damn,
like
you
him
want
again.
Terry in the furnace too?
Yeah, he got to do something to make me like him again because he just been doing all kind of things. I still predict that he's the cause of the whole operation going down in the first place. So that's how I feel. Nah,
yeah.
I'm not with her. So y'all can have him.
EJ, what say you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree. Terry is not my biggest. He's not my favorite character on here. I'd be screaming at the TV at Terry all the time. But the audacity of Markeisha to even call him and think that she can just pick up where they left off and like it was nothing. I mean, for one thing, you're living in the house that he purchased. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the audacity to say the things that you said. Like, I understand that Terry is a kid. Like, don't get me wrong. I get that. Like, sometimes I think we do forget that part. So I try to remember that part. And I have to remember that this is an older woman who got his nose wide open. And it
Mm-hmm.
irritates the hell out of me sometimes. But at the same time, I have to go back and remember that although he trying to play in a big boy game, he still is got that mentality of a young boy that this woman got him wide open. So, it is what it is. It was trash.
Yeah, definitely. Moochie.
Find out also that Henrietta is freaking doing her thing outside and he losing business. This is the
Mm-hmm.
bad business part with T. This is the bad business part, and you focusing on Terry. I have no panties on, and my kitty really misses you. Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm glad he handled it the way he handled it, though, y'all. Like when he was like, "Nah, you know what? You was right. You know this, that." And I wish he would have stuck to his guns, though. But I'm glad he handled it. This scene, I was satisfied.
Yeah, I was too. With this part, I said, "Okay, Terry, that's what I'm talking about." When she was all trying to be like, she misses you, and he was like, "Nah, I'm dealing with my business." And if anything, because she told him, "Don't be sour" or whatever, he's like, "Nah, I'm not sour. You helped me. You made me realize, and right now I need to be more focused on my family. LaWanda's pregnant and the baby is sick." I say, "Yes, tell that."
Yes. I forgot to add
part.
that. At least that's the one thing he did do that I like was that he told her he slammed the phone down on her. It's like, pretty
she
much
was looking like, "No, this nigga
looking at that phone like, what?"
I didn't believe it, so that's why I wasn't excited about it. I was like, this is just him having his tantrum.
Well, yeah, we knew it was temporary. We was already saying they was gonna get back together, but I was happy that he made her feel stupid in that part. So now, y'all, wait a minute. Did I skip? I feel like, oh no. Okay, I didn't. So I do have a question for the chat with this part, but we're gonna start it off with Moochie. With this whole scene, any part that you want to talk about. But my question for the people in the chat, okay, who did Stack say Meech was acting like, and what did Meech tell him was going to happen to him? Let me see how many of y'all was paying attention to this scene.
Oh, shit, you got trivia?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. What's the question?
Oh, sure. Wait, you don't call me off guard tonight.
I said, who did Stack say Meech was acting like, and what did Meech tell him would happen to him?
Oh, I know.
Don't say it, Inga.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it.
Yeah. Oh Lord, here she come again.
She got down. Oh, well, maybe I got the wrong answer. Y'all saying something different than what I was going to say.
No, I wasn't answering the question. I was just leaving a statement. Different. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm right.
I must be thinking of a different scene. A different scene. Okay.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Okay, I ain't
EJ's right.
Okay.
Yeah, EJ got it. I see some people in the chat got it. Thea was number one.
But he also made a reference to Rodney King.
Yeah, he talked about Rodney King in reference to he wasn't gonna just let them Rodney King him, but then he called.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Okay, put a mark on him. He lying. Ain't nobody hit him. He should have at least some kind of.
He said, "I ain't gonna let them Rodney King me." Like,
right.
Now wait a minute. What year is this supposed to be? Because Rodney King was like
91, 92,
91 or 92. Something like that.
93.
It was before OJ, and OJ was 94. So
that's why I said that was the wrong Tupac they had. He talking about death row and everything.
No,
who the heck wrote that?
Yeah, so if this 90, 91, 92, yeah, because this was it was early 90. It had to be like 91, 92 because NWA was still together. They were going after police and all that stuff. So
Death Row wasn't even around yet
at that time. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Focus,
y'all. No, we went back to.
So, what did y'all think about? I thought it was interesting. What's her name again? Tina? Is it Tina? I found it interesting that last week he bumped into her in the club, and now she's just like a part of the crew. She in there now. Also,
he gotta have her.
Yeah, but she just, they asked her in quickly, quickly and professionally. I was like, okay. She regular.
In real life, they did have a girl who was right there.
Oh no! I know that, but I just didn't know how they was gonna add her in. So I just found it interesting. Once they showed her in here, she was like, "Oh yeah, that's smart moves," and he gave her the money too. I said, "Oh okay, so it's official. She's added in, right?" And so we also see that Meech pawned his watch and basically was giving them, money and stuff. So. Moochie, how did you feel about the moves he was making? And oh God, Stacks was just hating all the way.
He was just he couldn't even contain himself with all the hatred coming out of him. Like, it reminded me of the scene in Belly when DMX was like, yo, I see a lot of heat coming off of that couch. But I see a lot of heat with him rocking back and forth and stuff. Like, what, you gonna box? What's up?
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool that he pawned his Rolexes and paid his crew. That made people loyal to him. That's the difference between him and Terry. He know how to handle his soldiers and gained 2 more soldiers in the same process. Mm-hmm. That's what was up with me. I like that they was like, you ain't never give us nothing.
Mm-hmm. EJ.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts right there, and I like the way I like how Meech. I like his philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what he did, to make his money, he was a people person, and he understood the concept of that if you treat people right, that's what's gonna keep people loyal to you. And he can get Rolex. He can get more Rolexes at any time once the money get right. But right now, his crew needs to eat. And I agree with Moochie. That's the big difference between him and Terry. Terry out here taxing people for dumb stuff, losing people, and Meech, like she said, gained 2 more soldiers because they saw the difference and they was like, shoot, we ride with Meech. You ain't never pawn nothing,
Right.
I like that. I thought that was straight. And Stacks he is a hating A-N. I can't say it, but what I'm saying. That's what he is.
Right.
Yeah, he had the school face the whole time. Everybody else was happy. And the whole time he just wanted something to complain about. And when he kept going, but what you gonna do, Mish? How you gonna take care of this? And they running. I said, you get out there and take care of it. They did it to you. How come you wasn't fighting them? Why that whole thing? Girl, it took me.
That's why he brought up the whole tie situation.
Exactly.
I think he needs to get mad and react and be like and do some gangster stuff and line them up. I'm sorry. And Meech don't do the violence thing. He's not trying to do over that. I think Stacks was trying to line them up. That's my opinion. That's why he wanted to go hard at these dudes. He was going to devise a plan, and then Meech end up being jacked up. I'm glad he left. Good riddance.
Yeah, I hope we don't see him again. But I think we will.
Nah, we gotta see him again because he gotta get his money back.
Yeah, we will. We will. I know we
gotta get his money back because he gonna.
So EJ had the answer right. He told Meech that he was acting like Moses. Y'all had that part right. And then Meech said to him that he was gonna die of thirst without him. And he said, we'll see. I said, we sure enough will, bitch.
That part.
So yeah, I'm tired of Stacks. I want to see him gone. Now we got to Terry, and this is basically what y'all was just, kind of mentioning already, how we don't have the product yet, right? Terry saying it's coming, and we also like, you're nothing like Meech. You don't do business like Meech, and you over here giving us $5. And Terry pretty much was like, yeah, you're right. I'm not like my brother. Now, on the one hand, I get Terry being like, I'm Terry. That's Meech. We do business different. But on the other hand, I feel like you also got to know how to maneuver to what the situation is and the people that you're trying to get to stay with you, because not only do you not have the product but now Henry has the upper hand and these people are ready to leave to go to them. So sometimes you got to do what you don't feel like doing or what you wouldn't normally do for the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Like how Meech was saying in the last episode, you get more bees with honey. What did y'all feel about this?
Exactly. I think that was it's exactly like what you said. Like, even though Terry is his own individual person, we totally understand that. But at the same time, Meech has already basically developed relationships with all these people, and they already are accustomed to a certain way of business. And if you think about it, you are not in a position to be losing people. Like, you have somebody else that's already trying to move in on your territory and all that type of stuff. So why would you put yourself in a position to lose people and be like, because he has a bad habit of always being like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like, it's almost like he doesn't care. Like, I'm the man. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's this entitlement for me with him. It irritates me, and to me it feels like his downfall. I don't know. It's just very it's very arrogant almost. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm using the right words, but it's just something about him that screams, I don't need you. But at the same time, you really do. You have no business without these
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah. So Moochie, we got 80 people in the chat. Can you tell them what to do? And then, if you have anything you want to add in about this scene.
Hit the like, hit the share. Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. Y'all, at this point, when he said BMF as a family, and he was like, the only one is the problem is the Cyclops in the mirror. When he said that, yeah, he called him a Cyclops.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He's
I
not a
thought, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say he's definitely totally different from his brother. He's not a motivator, he's not a leader. People just walk away from him. They don't give him the same respect
Mm-mm.
that they give
Not at
me.
all.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the attitude he gives off too. He feels
Mhm.
like he
Yeah.
has to one up his brother all the time instead of working in sync with him. And
Yes.
and me just trying to say, quit doing this yours and mine stuff. It's
Yes.
ours. We family.
Family.
And
Yeah.
he's
Right.
not seeing that yet. I want to know how much has to happen for him to say, okay, we're gonna move as a family. Or he
Yeah.
probably just gonna be like, F it, I'm gonna do my own thing. So that's where it seemed like we going into that direction.
Yeah, because they made me laugh when they was like, okay, you ain't got no product. When are you getting the product? And they was like, dude, we don't even like you. So we really don't want to be here anyway. And then on top of it, you don't have the product. And y'all know I've been saying since last week, everybody hates Terry.
Mhm.
Everybody hates Terry.
Yeah,
And I
because
agree
if
with
that had been
Kendall.
Meech, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, and I agree with Kendall that Terry's mind is too much up on Marquisha's cootie cat. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's the issue right there.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah,
That
because if
hair,
this
that
had
hair is
been,
just giving attitude tonight.
Oh yeah.
absolutely, if this had
Yeah.
been Meech, y'all, they would have definitely waited on it, and that's what I feel like is
Yes.
the biggest thing that
Yes.
you can see. That it wouldn't have, they would have just, they would have trusted that Meech would get it done because he always comes through. And that's another thing about him. He always comes through. And it feels like with Terry, it's like Meech always has to step in some kind of way, even when he don't know it, pull the string. So I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So, EJ, break this down when, Raggedy behind Brian finally make his way over here to Henrietta, Lord child, Henry.
Oh, Henry. I just realized what her name was today. Like I finally figured it out because I've been calling her old girl. But anyway, yeah,
You
so
know, girl.
yeah, I didn't know what her name was.
I don't
But
remember nobody's names either.
yeah, me girl. So when this scene kind of opens up, I think the cousin is, helping her pull her stuff down. I thought that was interesting. I was like, this what we really doing? But anyway, and then Brian comes up in there and he just come up in there like he owned things. The funny part about this is that this was another funny part to me because Bryant, who is this cop and he has this thing out for Meech and Terry, comes up in there like he's just a class A criminal. Like he comes in there like ready, like he's just all in on the criminal side. I get that he's doing all of this for his son, but it just feels like it is just too close to the edge for me. But anyway, he comes up in there ready to go and he's trying to get the work done or whatever. And Henry is like, look, just because my father sent you over here, like I'm still the king of this, I still run this over here. And then she tells him that she wants him to run a load, basically go pick up some product. And then he gives her the good idea that there's one type of vehicle that ain't nobody gonna stop, which was actually a pretty good idea. So he is good for something. So, and this is also where Twan is a very important part of this as well, because we do see Twan, and I didn't know who he was at first, and then But anyway, but Twan is the cousin. He's there, so I guess they're gonna go get the shipment together. But that's pretty much what this particular part was about.
Yeah. Anybody else had any thoughts on this?
Why did we have to see her get her breast wrapped up in an ace bandage? I don't know why they keep showing this stuff. Look, if you live in your life, you live your life. I just feel like why is it pushed in our face so much? That's the problem I still got with it. I like the fact that look, she told them she the only swinging T.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't care for this character at all.
I don't at all.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's too ahead of her time too. She's not supposed to be in this era right here. That's my opinion.
She came back from the future.
Like she was like, never mind, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I just want to say real quick before we move on is that this character is not believable. It's not believable. I think and I don't want to say the actress is not a good actress. I don't know her. I don't even remember seeing her or something else. I'm just saying that it's whatever's written on the paper is either wrong or she's just trying too hard to be this character, and it's coming off as goofy to me. And I just don't like this character. And I know it's going to drag out all season with this person. But I would rather see Lamar back than to see this lady.
No.
And I'll take him over this lady. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I mean, because I
just want to see how long she be here.
Yeah, we gotta see.
Trying too hard. I don't know what is the writing or her or what it is, but it's just like I'm just looking at her and I just laughed all through the episode. I thought I was watching a comedy.
So we of course had Charles come. I like this. I like the fact that Charles came down and them having a moment and he flew first class. Okay. He was happy with that. So I got a little question for this part, y'all. When we in the studio, when Charles first got there, what songs did Meech play for him? Okay. Or did he have Duffy play for him? I should say. Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know. But Moochie, break down this scene. What did you think about?
Okay. I was going to put it, but never
we
mind.
forgot
answer the question.
We forgot to mention that, part of the thing was that he needs to get this house, or he's looking into houses. So part of the reason, of course, that Charles is down here is so he could co-sign on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he said, look, I need you to check out the foundation there. He know darn well he gonna need a name on that house that got a job.
Mm-hmm.
He going through this divorce. He probably going. Do you think he gonna move down here, y'all?
I'm just happy to see that.
I thought he was.
They were nice, to be nice with each other,
Yeah.
Well, Mitch is always nice to his fathers. A father sometimes is always.
Yeah, the father just don't want to take nothing he want, but he taking everything
right.
today. Clothes.
I thought he was gonna stay
and went shopping. Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I was glad
he said you need some new threads.
Yeah, he taking everything from him.
Hey, Ashley from my
and he. The question is, did he take the Jack the Rapper ticket?
I think he might have. That's the part I wasn't too clear on because it was so funny.
He got in there.
So y'all think
it was
he
so
took it,
funny how excited he was. Hey, either one or the other, because it was funny how Meech tried to distract him and be like, hurry up, get rid of these. I don't need my dad showing up there. And, he talk about, you feel this weekend? Listen, Charles already had his plans. Okay, you couldn't tell him nothing.
You telling him not to go there? And
he was happy.
Yes.
Charles was happy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all. So the answer was Marvin Gaye. Y'all right about that. And it was Mercy, Mercy Me. Okay.
And it sounded so good, too.
Yes, it did. Mm-hmm. So
and the Marvin Gaye estate don't play around, so I know they had to get permission to play his music.
Oh yeah, what did y'all think about?
They don't play no games with them. Yeah,
Lucille and her cousin. Now, baby, can y'all tell me where the carrots is this big at?
Is that her cousin?
Yeah, it was her cousin. That's what I need to know. I need to know where the carrots is this size at, y'all. Okay.
I ain't never seen no carrots that huge. I'm like, I ain't never seen Bugs Bunny with no carrot that big. I said, where the hell they get carrots?
I have.
Yeah, good.
She said a good man is hard to find. And what was the rest?
Man is good to find. with her hot ass.
Moochie. Well, Moochie already took that one. So, what did y'all think about what she was
that was a
telling
question?
Lucille? Yes.
Yep, she popped it up on the screen. She was already saying it though. I said, "Dang, Moochie acting like me now."
She ain't say it was a question. I just got carried away with it. Sorry, y'all. I'm back on mute.
Good. All right. So, what did y'all think about what was saying to Miss her what do you call it? Her opinions and her advice.
I think it was horrible advice, to be honest. I think this was I honestly, I just think that sometimes people need to keep their advice to themselves. Like, regardless of what Charles and Lucille are going through. Like, for one thing, I just don't believe in a tit for tat thing. Like, you're still married, y'all still living in the same house. There still is a level of disrespect. The same way I feel about Charles disrespecting her with what he did is the same way I would feel about Lucille disrespecting him, because they're still married and they're still in the same house and there's still a room for reconciliation, because she's just mad right now. And we all know that if she ever can get just past that point where she is not as upset, there might be some reconciliation. And Charles is really trying when we really think about it. So I think it was a horrible advice. That's why she ain't married. That's why she's single, looking for 6 You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
Yeah, this was very much giving me, like, the cartoons when you have the devil on the shoulder. We just didn't have the angel on the other side, but that's what it was giving me, where she just was trying to entice her, be that bad, influence. But I did like the fact that Lucille was like, I'm still married regardless of what, and regardless of what he did. I like that was her reaction, but then at the same time, Lucille over here just giggling and getting, oh, he's so cute and he's so kind. He's what was it? Damn, I don't forgot the
you don't listen to your single friends or family members. If they ain't got no man, they're gonna tell you about what to do in your household. That's why you don't tell people your business.
Right, exactly. But I also felt like Lucille over here talking about he con. I said, girl, you really don't know if he con. You thinking about the man you knew, and I've been in this predicament before. The only difference is it wasn't a divorce. My husband was deceased, and I bumped back into somebody I knew from before I even had my son, and he was always kind of the one I thought about, like the one that got away that it could have, should have, would have been. And it's like, I'm not the 18-year-old anymore, and you're not the 19-year-old no more. So we still got to get to learn each other for how we are now. You see what I'm saying? And I think she's thinking about the boy that took her to the prom. That's not who he is now, Lucille. Oh, child, yeah.
And everybody,
of course, she's gonna think.
Seeing people talking about they in the church and all that. People in the church are the worst people.
Oh,
she
yeah, they
still
talk like that. Church or
not, honey. She was talking
the things that go down in the church.
Exactly.
It go down in the DMs. It go down in the church. That's right.
Yes.
Y'all didn't think that she was talking loud. I thought she was talking too damn loud. I'm like, what the heck?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, she did say, shush, I don't want everybody knowing my business, but at that point, it was too late. Sally,
everybody in town know what's going on.
Sally said that's a sweet potato. Listen, that didn't look like a sweet potato.
Maybe they make a sweet potato pie or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like a big.
Oh God. So the other thing she said, nobody answered, was that she's praying for the Lord to give her 3-6. What was the 3-6 that she wanted?
Oh yeah.
Yo, she had me cracking up though. She was giving me some laugh.
It was hilarious. It definitely was hilarious. I wouldn't have been talking to her.
But that's probably one of her cousins that she don't rock with since they was little, the sister cousin that you confide in. But yeah, I feel you on that. Yes. Yeah, okay. Y'all was paying attention. 6 pack, 6 figures, 6 feet. And I said, okay, girl, I
Universal
see you.
soul goddess. Yeah.
So moving on from there, y'all. Terry and them realize, the whole plan that's going on with the ambulance thing, and they say it's smart and they want to basically, block it. Okay, but little do they know they getting followed by these two. How do y'all feel? I feel like this is foreshadowing, but I feel like it's a foreshadowing that they keep giving us. Like at this point, we know this lady has addiction in her past. She over here talking about when she OD'd, it was beautiful. She saw the light, so she not as scared to go. And then Jen is saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pop your cherry. You never been in a fight before, I'm gonna be gentle with you." Like that whole. What did y'all think about this, Moochie? What you thought about this? Do you think Jen is making it to the end of the season?
This is a hard one. I don't. It might be the other one that don't make it.
Yeah, right.
I feel like they making it so obvious that she's not gonna make
Yeah,
it.
because she keeps saying that she that she's
Ain't
the OG
afraid of
a couple
dying and
times.
all of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else had any thoughts on this?
Let me find out that her and what's his name? The one that she chased after is really together. Remember she said I used to date somebody like that. Think, look, they gonna have a lot of time together. Let's see what happens. Cause like they don't know if he was really there at the scene where Saint was taken out.
So. Right. Yeah, and then that's what started the whole thing off. So they followed them. Now this part was hilarious to me too, because baby, when Charles realized like we over here forging some figures, I don't make this money. This ain't much. What y'all thought about this, and what y'all thought about me selling him is no different than when you still in cable? Or
I bust out laughing. I laughed so hard.
But you see what it shows, right? He's seen his father do stuff, so he figuring that that's all right. So sometimes your kids can't know if you do certain things.
Kendall said that's a good point. Kendall, she said that 666 equals the double translator. So
yeah, that's why I didn't want to say the 666.
Exactly.
That's why I just said the 6 feet.
Oh Lord.
Right.
So at this point, Charles didn't know how he felt about this. He said he was going to go back to the hotel, leave him alone. Okay, he got to think on it. And of course, the whole thing goes down with this ambulance. EJ, what you thought about how they handled this?
Lord have mercy. Okay, so first and foremost, I was like, dang, he done got a what? Listen, Cuts is out here cold with this gun, okay? Because he done shot dude in the ambulance like it was. I said, dang, that was a good shot. So no, but seriously though, like it was a good plan. But being that they got the inside information and then Jen and old girl just popping up, I just thought it was a whole mess. You know what I'm saying? And then when we get to the point where detective, I can't even call him detective no more, Bryant, when Bryant does what he has to do with the shootout thing and he has to try to save Jen's life, I'm just like, okay, so like how far across the line are we gonna go? Because we, like you said, we are like Moochie talked about, when we got that whole moment of way in the future, it just throws your whole entire thought process off when you see Bryant doing all of these things now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because it just messes me up when I think about it. But at the end of the day, somebody else is gonna get the blame for that. It's just crazy. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see how Jen is gonna handle it. That's what I'm most interested in. How she gonna handle that particular situation. Is she gonna back off? Like, what's she gonna do?
Well, she's not gonna turn Brian in or nothing. She's not gonna do that.
I don't think she's gonna turn him in. I'm just
yeah, that's what I'm curious of.
I don't think she's gonna turn him in. I think she's gonna get dirty with him. We don't know what she's gonna do with them 2 bricks she found at Saint's house. Wow. I think she's gonna try to cooperate this into something and try to catch me. Now remember, I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna put my track shoes on. I'm gonna stick right here.
Yeah, Brian definitely saved her life. That he did.
Yeah, he did.
Is she gonna write it in the report?
Right.
Or is she gonna say he wasn't there? Because he disappeared after that.
That
And the
Right.
other girl didn't see him.
Yep.
Brian can
Kobe
go
didn't
in
see him.
earnest too because he needs to be worrying about getting a lawyer for his son.
That's what
He's
he's
spending
trying to
so
do.
much time doing other stuff.
That's what he's trying to
Yeah,
do. He's
we
trying to
agree
make
on
the
that, Inga.
But now
So
he got
now,
the
To
lawyer.
me,
What's
he
taking so
getting
long
on
to
my
get the lawyer?
nerves. He been getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
this pissed me
Been
off
getting.
too. It annoyed me. She yelling and screaming, shooting up in the air when she get the
It's
news,
so fake.
and then she tell him sit down and tell her everything about Terry, which you know he's more than happy to do because that's what he wanted to do anyway. Be able to use
Exactly.
them to help get Meech and Terry out the way.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all of conveniently right after that, this lady shows up. What did we think about this whole thing?
Why the
What
mother had
was
to go to
going
the
on
door
with
with
the
the
mama?
cigarette?
What was going on with the grandma?
She
Looking
pissed
hair
me
looking
off.
wild and
Who I was why she had to go to the door with the cigarette? I'm like, oh Lord, this is like
I mean everything about it, she just looked so she looked wild, the grandmother, but
who come in here this early in the morning?
I mean, she didn't know who it was gonna be, but once she saw who it was, I felt like she should have just went about her business and let them handle it. And she shouldn't be smoking around the baby. But besides that, this lady came in there real ignorant and already ready to judge, being sarcastic. She was annoying the hell out of me. But that's how it really was when these CPS and ACS workers showed up. So.
and that don't make you a bad parent because you smoke a cigarette around your kids. Both my parents used to smoke around all of us. So that don't make no. But everybody in my family used to smoke back in the day. So that
But
don't make nobody
she
no
was
bad
in the
parent.
other room. No, she wasn't like sitting out there with them. She
Yeah.
was back in her bedroom. I don't know why would wanted to answer the door her damn self.
They act
You heard the door.
and the house is so little. I don't know why they ain't hear nobody at the door. They were looking like, oh yeah, who is there? They didn't look. They didn't see like they understood what was going on.
Yeah, you got to think about the time frame that this is, especially when it comes to like cigarettes. Everybody was smoking everywhere. Now you can't smoke anywhere because you can't even smoke in restaurants. But back then, you could smoke anywhere you wanted.
Everywhere on the
Yeah.
My
airplanes,
grandmother was a
restaurants.
chain smoker, so we was around so much smoke, and my dad smoked like it was like.
Yes, everybody in my family used to smoke real
Yeah, we
heavy. Lord.
already knew that this lady was just coming in wanting it to be something because she went from, oh, do he have asthma? Has he been treated? Have y'all even bothered to check him out? And oh, it shouldn't be smoke around. And she was looking, everywhere. Like I said, and when it came to black families, let's just keep it real. Black and brown families, they definitely was already coming in with like, meditated, prejudging, and just doing a whole lot. And the other flip side is there was a lot of kids that sometimes they would say they went and checked on and then they didn't, and then that made it bad where they started going hard for people. So it just was crazy times with that whole thing. And of course she telling them now they gotta wait to hear from the judge, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about, judge? So some people were saying, because of course Lawanda ends up going off and saying that it was Markeisha, even though Terry was like, I don't think she would do anything like that. I feel like it was Henry and them. But some people are saying it was Markeisha. What do y'all feel?
No, I think it was Henry. It was Brian. Brian gave her the information.
That's what I think it was.
Yeah. Markeisha is worrying about Terry over there at her cootie cat. That's all she worrying about.
And you got to think about it. Think about this part too, y'all, because Markeisha already has Terry wide open. She ain't got none of this right here in order to get Terry. She know that it's just a matter of time. All she got to do is get in the same room with Terry, and boom, she knows she got that. So
exactly.
That's why I don't think it's her. I don't think that she even has to go that hard for it.
Yeah, I felt like once they showed Henry saying, tell me everything you know about, I just feel like that correlated with that, but I could be wrong. But of course we got the backstory, some history as far as Jack the Rapper, because these was real events and everybody and their mother was involved in them and going to them. And then not only was we getting the history lesson with them showing this, and like I said, I felt like they could have just shown this and not even had the other part that we already talked about. But that's the way they went. And then even Daddy, Charles Pops was giving history lessons as well. And it was so funny to me. Like Moochie asked, how did he get the ticket? Because they coming up in here and they like, yeah, we gonna have a good time. They like, well, your dad look like he about to have a good time too. That smile on Charles'
Dad was
face.
having a ball. Dad was having a ball.
I got the
Yo,
Clark
Charles
sisters skirt for
beat
your
them
mama.
there. That was hilarious to me. Yes,
When he
and he
pulled
had
up
the
the Clark
Clark
sisters,
sisters.
he pulled up the Clark sisters t-shirts and I hollered. I was in here screaming, laughing. This whole
Yes.
episode was hilarious.
And I love the fact that he was like, I'm grown, boy. Let me live. Like, what you talking about? I've been doing this before you.
Mm-hmm.
I loved all of that part.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, Meech was making his rounds, doing his interactions, and then we start, peeping. We done had somebody that was in the cut watching and done had a conversation with damn Charles and all that. Moochie, you want to start us off? What you thought about this?
The way he caught him off guard and he don't know who he is, and they talking about speakers and he got his whole name. I had a problem with that. I'm like, dang, where's this gonna go? I thought it was gonna go further than it did. I like seeing that we gonna see these the St. Louis people. He's gonna hook up with them. We're gonna see what happens with that. So I hope we see them in more episodes to come. I like the scene with Little Baby. I mean, he was one of those ones that I'm not gonna leave with Stacks. I'm rolling with Meech. So yeah, so now like I said, he got the two soldiers. So I like what was going on here. As far but I forgot his name, the Miami, the MK.
Mm-hmm.
And he been looking all over for him. He been looking for him. He been looking for Glock the last 2 episodes. And here he is. Right here.
Yep.
Yeah, so EJ, what did you think about the fact that Meech was peeping in and seeing them around, but I don't think he really knew who was who. And Tina kind of clarified it for him. Like, you see that necklace? And then, Pops had me laughing with this part too. He like, wait a minute, you two know each other? What did you think about this whole interaction?
I thought
And
it was.
what?
Oh, go ahead. And what? What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
No, I thought it was interesting. The whole situation. I like Tina. Like I really like her character. She keeping him on point with like, and she's very perceptive of things. And I like how Meech was perceptive too. He was noticing and peeping out stuff, but he wasn't quite sure exactly what was what. But Charles wasn't peeping nothing. He just there having fun. But I think that it was an interesting moment because we do get to see this moment where Meech is really trying to protect his father, and I didn't know if he was going to handle business in front of his father because he tried to get him to go away, but he wouldn't go away. And in this moment, I was like, okay, Charles, look at Charles. You know what I'm saying? And when Charles threw that punch, I was here for it. But I'm glad we finally found Glock, though.
Yeah, about time. He over here playing hide and seek. Moochie, what you thought about this?
I thought it was a good scene. I thought it was funny when he said, yes, you should do like your son says and do the right thing. When he said that, I was like, oh, okay. But it was a good thing that the fight broke out first, where they saw it was about to be on and popping. So I want to see where this goes. I want to see how this is hashed out and what's going to happen with this. Because now he knows that Greenie is working with this guy and he knows where he's getting his money. He knows too much about his business. And this is not good.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to enjoy himself. But listen, Charles got in there and started fighting too. Of course, we had them Red Dogs come in and break everything up. And then fake Tupac was fighting too. So it was a mess. But Child, he going over here now. This one made me laugh too. I swear I was rocking with Terry for like 2 seconds when she was like, "What you doing coming in my house?" And he was like, "This is my house." I said, "You damn right, Terry. Let him know." And then he just went right after that.
But it didn't last but a second.
Right. So, anybody want to add anything with this scene?
I think we done talked them in the ground already. We already know.
Yes,
yeah, she pissed me off though. It's obvious that the house is in her name, and that's the only way he could have got the house. That's why she basically flipped the script on him after she got what she wanted. He played her. I mean, she played him rather.
She played him, yeah.
She played him like a fiddle. He got a whole house out of this deal.
And yet, what's her name is still living in the hood.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part.
She got 2 babies with him, or almost a baby and a half.
I don't know how it was in her name, because when he goes and he talks to her about it, he's telling her about it being an escrow.
That's the only thing I could think of. He not working. I mean,
because he gotta have. Well, I think the only reason why he could probably get away with it, but I don't know if because he came into the settlement. Yeah, he came into the settlement, and then they had the car company. He could get away with it
and he looked
but if not, it definitely got to be in her name. If not,
didn't he cash out with the car company though? Once the girl got arrested and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I remember they was going to leave town.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Yep.
But he also has a legitimate business though too. So
yeah, now he got the restaurant too, so that helps. Because they're gonna want to know where his funds is coming from. That's definitely gonna be a factor. So yeah,
I still think that's his house though.
Yeah, I do too, because she didn't know about it. He went to her and said, that I just bought this house and it's in escrow. She would have to know about it if it was in her name, if it was in escrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But who knows? He was telling her everything else. Sure.
He's stupid.
What did y'all think about the love doctor, honey?
Oh,
he done went and bought her some popcorn, some of her favorite popcorn she used to have back in Cleveland. Okay.
Tamika, I think that this is red flags all around about what you were saying earlier about not knowing people. I'm sorry, but it's like you always talk about how people be sending a representative. I feel like this is a big old representative showing up right here, and I don't think that this dude is really like that. And I feel like it's going to be a situation where she's going to find that out, that he's not who she thinks he is. And I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I just don't, like, something ain't right about him, and he doing too much.
Right.
Well,
and I
she
think
is the one that got away.
And I think even if she do sleep with him, he gonna sleep with her and then toss her to the side.
So you think he gonna hit it and quit it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they write it that way,
because if he never got it, then he wanna get it, and once he got it, he gonna be gone. I'm telling you,
he gonna hit it and quit it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I think. So I don't think she making no good decisions. I hope.
Then he gave her a check. Now at this time, we didn't know how much the check was, but he said he was giving her.
I thought it was at $1,000. I went back and looked at it at $10,000.
Now I like this part too, baby, because at first I thought it was LaWanda knocking at the door. We want to be over here reminiscing, talking about, oh, remember when I came with this flower to you and who I thought I was, boo, boo, boo. And Lucille said, get your head out that cougar.
That's right.
Yeah. He needs to.
He's not listening to nobody. He
gets on my nerve, y'all.
Really do. I mean,
I understand why
I'm hating him more and more. I hate this character more and more.
If this is what's really happening.
I'm hating this character more and more.
Yeah,
Markeisha.
I understood that that was very triggering for Lucille because she grew up in foster care, so she knows about it from that end, as well. Now, what I found interesting is Terry says to her, I know, Ma. That's why I'm working on this. You see how fast I got the apartment together, so that way they can see he got somewhere safe to stay. But Terry, is that really what you was doing? Because how you was bringing
No,
Markeisha up here trying to get in them cheeks? Okay,
exactly. He
And
what's
now
wasn't
you
going
got
doing
this
that.
house with a
No.
fireplace like this in it, and you got a little baby.
on?
Where he walking
I
around? He can't
mean,
walk
if
around with
he's
this.
not he's not really thinking like that. He's not thinking
Yeah,
like
he ain't gonna be thinking about all that. Definitely
They
not. But
already
still.
got the lady coming there. You gonna
Hmm.
get an apartment with a fireplace, and you know darn well you was getting this as your bachelor pad. And
Yeah,
this is
And
supposedly a bachelor pad. But at the same time, I am happy that he have a place of his own and he wasn't staying there at Markeisha house, or I mean, well, going back running over there, or going to stay at Lawanda with her mama house.
he need his own place where
Yeah,
he can
he
have his own
definitely do.
thoughts.
he needs to
Hmm.
switch places with Markeisha, since we just don't, since we just gotta,
Right.
help her pay for a place to live, since we just gotta take care of her.
And
We need to
yeah,
Marquise
switch
is
because
like,
places.
remember
what
now
about my kids? She
he gonna
not
have
gonna let
two
that house
kids. The
go.
kids should be in a house, not
Hmm.
not so.
Yeah,
She's not letting that
absolutely.
house go for no
Yeah, because I don't never
bachelor
see
pad.
Marquisha with her damn kids. So
That's what I
No.
was gonna say too. Thank you
Hey,
for reminding me, Inga. She talking about, oh, my kids is going. I said, girl, did you ever go get them? Have you even seen them yet? I still gonna
no,
keep asking this every episode because
Nope.
she already didn't have them before. She act like if they came and then she sent them back or something. I said, girl,
I
get
know we
your.
ain't seen them kids since last season. We haven't seen them children since last season. They ain't
You
even
ain't
come up to the
never
oh
got
Lord,
your
hospital.
I am
kids.
so sick of her.
They ain't even come up to the hospital to see their mama.
Come on,
Right.
Lala, stop playing these types of roles. I am so sick of
Mm-mm.
them.
So finally, we have this conversation. Oh, sorry, y'all, I done jumped too fast. We almost
Mm-hmm.
done. We have the conversation with Charles and Meech coming home from, the family affair, Jack the Rapper, whatever, and he does decide to go with this. What y'all thought about that? I mean, they've had this conversation before. It wasn't necessarily new, but I think they was kind of just being able to bond a little bit more and understand a little bit more where each other's, coming from, what their perspectives was. What you think, Moochie?
I like the chat that they had on the way home. I mean, on the way back from you know, getting the house and all of that. And I mean, well, that was after Jack the Rapper, so he was kind of pissed off, like y'all messed this up too. I like that I like that they brought that up because this is when the violence started coming. So I'm glad they're focusing. They brought that to the attention. But what y'all think about this real estate girl that was giving the odds to meet y'all? Y'all think this is his next
Charles,
move? I'm
Charles
just
caught
saying.
it too. Charles caught it. Yep. She sure enough was like, yeah, let me know when I could come back over.
So we can
Hey,
kiss in the house.
Oh, she
Aries.
the one that hooked up the paperwork and everything.
Yeah,
She
she
probably,
Right.
trying to kiss that Chris in that
yeah,
house.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they probably already did something or they about to do something. So
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you know.
Monique
I
Nicole.
mean, but Meech is a
hey,
very
Mama.
charismatic person. He has
Yes.
a gift of gab. He,
Mm-hmm.
and that's attractive to a lot of women. So
Mm-hmm.
that I can see why he was the leader and everything. I do see it.
Oh, Angela says, I saw Markeisha buy up and she left the kids on her mom and dad. I could believe it, child.
Mm.
I believe it. Yeah.
EJ, you got anything to add to this?
I really like this conversation that Charles and Meech had, and I really feel like we're finally seeing, because I remember saying in the first thing that I did never see a time where Charles would accept anything from Meech, but I stand corrected, because what I am seeing is Charles finally coming to the conclusion that Meech, because he even said it earlier that he may not respect what he does, or he may not like what he does, but he does respect how hard he works at what he does. And it's like Meech is just trying to take care of his family the way he saw his father take care of his family, but just in a different way. And his dream is not his dream. His dream is to be what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I finally feel like Charles is accepting it to a point where he is understanding that this is just who his son is, and now they can move forward with their relationship. And I really thought that was a good scene for them to show Charles having this moment.
Right. I agree. I like the father and son. I like seeing fathers and sons together anyway. So I
Yeah.
liked it. But by him putting his name on the house, a sign, co-sign or whatever for the house, that was what jammed him up down the road later on.
In, in
The
the real area, in the
Yeah.
that did jam him up. So
and I do think that sometimes people be forgetting that this is still an adaptation, even though it's based off of it. So they're gonna change some stuff up because
right, oh, of course,
people
yeah.
be in the comments going crazy over,
Oh
so
yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
change some stuff up. But
yeah, I
yeah,
mean, they
all
had
right.
to, they well, it's right at the beginning of the thing. He said this stuff is fictional, but
Right.
some of this shit might be real. So it
Right.
says it right at the beginning. So,
It's
but
once
but
it says
but
loosely based, they
Mm-hmm.
already telling you they're gonna exercise their creative
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
license. Y'all know what
just
I'm trying to say.
yeah, just like they did with Snowfall and some other
Hmm.
shows too. So
I just
Yeah.
you
hope
know,
they don't destroy it like they did Snowfall.
So y'all,
The
Greedy
ending.
finally gets the beat down he deserved. I actually wanted him to get more than this, but I'll take it for
yeah, me
now.
too. I
I
wanted
was
more than
like
just a
this
beat
when it
down.
was
Yeah.
happening.
hmm
Um, the fact that this girl is sad because people really be this way in real life.
Yup.
Like him sitting there telling her to repeat. Oh God, I just can't. What do y'all think about
Yeah,
this?
I,
trash.
I was glad he got snatched out and got his wig pushed back and got beat up. Well, he didn't get his wig pushed back, but he got beat up and got that little. I like what Duffy did to him. I was like, with the with the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah. I wish they had did more with that bottle.
Yeah, I'm trying to be easy.
I know, yeah. That's why he say what I
Yeah,
think in
because
my head.
when Meat said like one more thing and I'll turn your water off, and if you do another thing after that, I'm serve something else over. However he said it, and Duffy was like, "Why not now?" I was with Duffy, like, "Let's get rid of this dude. You don't get no more chances." And then he got the nerve to be yelling after them, talking about this ain't over. Child, I can't. And then that's another thing I forgot to mention about Glock. For how big and bad he was acting, because they kept being like, we gotta find this Bruce Wayne to the Batman. Nobody really knew who he was. He always had his men out front, and he's saying how dumb Americans are, but yet he told on Greeny in 2.5 seconds.
Wow, I know it was quick.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
why, like, you know how when they show, like, they make such a big deal out of somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then once we see the stereo breakdown, they really not all of that. Are they
Mm-hmm.
gonna? You think they're gonna do that with this character?
Mm. I think he did that to show to like because I mean Greeny ain't nothing to him, but he was just using him. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I think he did that just to show him how he was infiltrated, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Like how exposed he already was. Like I just felt like that was just his way of saying, and by the way, I mean he didn't have to, but I feel like he did it on purpose. I feel like he knew exactly what he was doing because he didn't care nothing about Greeny. And to go back to the girl, I feel you on that one, Tamika. That was hard to watch right there. That was so hard to watch because you are right. It's so many times where that's real. That is really real life. When somebody gets you, when someone feels like someone else saved them or did certain things for them, and people get that mind control. I think that's why they had
Yeah.
all these warnings. They had all the warnings when it came on.
Yes,
So
those warnings came up immediately, so I knew it was gonna be something. And there was another part that I didn't even bother showing the clips for. That was absolutely disgusting, and they didn't need that in there either with Henry. I
I'm
can't.
so tired of it.
That
I'm
was
so
freaking
tired of it.
horrible,
Oh yes,
horrible.
yeah.
I'm
I
like,
didn't like that
why,
either.
why,
I'm
why,
really,
why?
I'm telling
So
you, I
that's
don't like
why they
that Henry
had the
character.
warnings up.
Yeah,
That was not cool at all. I don't
I don't
care.
understand why Henry's even around. Why, you know?
So yeah, I definitely do want to see him get his. Brian goes and sees his son, and this just pissed me off. I feel like we know he full of crap. Kevin know he full of crap. Like I know, we all know. Everybody seems to know, but Brian, he really over here. Yeah, you got help coming now, and I got people that's looking out for you, and everything gonna be all right. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to slap the mess out of him. Kevin said, "Yeah, whatever,
Lawyer,
bro."
where's the lawyer?
Yeah,
And
like
If he ain't bringing no lawyer in there, then why you showing up there? It's nothing.
I mean, no, he better show up. He need to go see this boy. This is like a traumatizing thing for this kid. He ain't never been in no trouble. Not like this. No, he better show up.
Yeah, this is
and you still want to talk. Now you want to talk to him about this superhero stuff.
Right.
That's the stuff that's pissing me off.
Bruiser got help for you. Like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
I don't predict that Lil Kevin gonna make it out this I think by episode 5 he's gone. So not could be wrong.
Nah, but you could already tell that he was really traumatized. And he already felt hopeless. There wasn't that, even in the past when we first saw him when he was in the single cell, he still had this little glimmer of hope and this light of hope. And all the hope had been drained out of him. Anything that was left is gone. So I am fully on board with your theory, Moochie.
I've been saying that too. I agree with Moochie. I see that. I didn't think he was gonna last soon as he was sending him in there, and he didn't even know what the heck was going on. Like, it's ridiculous.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he left.
Stayed
him. He's here this long. Be honest with you. So.
You mean to tell me all of that? You don't know nobody that's a CEO and you was a cop, but you could be like, yo,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Put this boy by himself. But I think he's young enough where he's not even like in like he's in like reform.
He must be hated in the department. He must
be hated.
Because he don't have nobody in that would look out for him and say, look, that's my son. Look out for him, make sure he's
right.
Cool. I mean, obviously he's hated. He ain't got nobody at his back. He couldn't even touch his son. They was like, no touching.
Right. What's up, Detroit Kings? So I don't know, y'all. Look like one of my slides was missing too, because we actually had Hoop come back and tell Terry like everything that went down and the fact that the cops was involved and that Bryant was there. So it's like, oh, Bryant over here messing with Henry, huh? And then of course they say Cuts, he's solid, he ain't gonna say nothing. I don't know, because they was already watching Cuts. I'm just saying, and now they Cuts got caught, right? So this leads him, of course, to come talk to Bryant, because first thing he thinking, hey, if you out here in the streets anyway, why you messing with Henry? You might as well be on the winning team.
That was dumb. That was so dumb. Like, that he's not going to mess with you. Like, he will mess with anybody else before he mess with y'all. Like, I really thought that was another arrogant moment for Terry. Like, the audacity for you to think that you could go to Bryant and ask him this and further put yourself in any type of because he's already out to get you. Why would you even feed him even more reasons? You know what I'm saying? You acting like he gonna be off the department for good. You acting like that irritated me. I was so frustrated with that.
Yeah. Moochie.
I just think with him going here now, this was the wrong thing for Terry to do. You going here and you poking the bear, and now him and Henrietta is working together. You knew this going there. You knew this going there, and you're going to go here and poke the bear. I don't understand him. He really thought he was going to get Brian to flip and come back to him after everything that's happened. Like, what? Like,
yeah, it was the audacity for me. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was cracking up because he was just standing outside just as cool as a cucumber by that car. And he said, oh, how's my little man doing?
Yeah, I was laughing too.
I was like, this one.
And he said, you gonna get down or lay down, okay? We
spend so much time worrying about meeting Terry, and you still ain't talk to no lawyer.
Exactly.
They have a lawyer. He says they have a lawyer. He said that.
Yeah, but the lawyer ain't get there yet, child. He on the way. He on the way, like every product on the way.
Yeah, he's stuck in traffic.
He on the way. You ain't even paid the deposit. We ain't even see no meeting with you and the lawyer.
He's stuck in traffic.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is just
I cracked up laughing.
a joke now, for real.
doing these scenes.
But of course, he tells Terry, run me over. You gonna have to run me over. Yeah, we don't mind running you over, Bryant. So anyway, you know, Charles come home. He all happy and dancing. And Lucille give him the breakdown update of what's going on with, the CPS being called. And I said, well, damn, Charles and Meech had time to take a picture, get it freaking, what do you call it?
Developed. That's one
Developed.
photo,
Put it in a frame, honey. He was looking at the picture all smart. I thought he was about to pull out the Clark sister shirt. When he pulled out the picture, I said, well, damn.
Oh, he had that Clark sister shirt. He was gonna give it to her.
He had it, but she acted like she wasn't giving him no rhythm, and she
went always,
She said she
like,
was
I
going
forgot you was coming here tonight.
Yes.
Always thank with him. Always.
So he notices something hanging out her purse, and baby, when I seen those digits, I said, "What cakes is the doc paying for?"
And he like, she get, what he thinking.
Me and Charles had the same face.
Oh, and she gonna
getting
sleep with
$10,000. Did she give up some coochie?
She gonna sleep with him.
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is either.
I don't think she is either. She gonna tell Charles it's none of his business though.
Yep.
That's none of your business.
She need to get that check back. $10,000.
You need to split. You need to give me some of that.
He need to get that back because he don't need him
$1,000 to the church.
$10,000. Unless he give it directly to the preacher, like don't give it to me. Like this ain't for me. Or nothing like that, because you don't need nobody having no expectations for, you know what I'm saying? Like people, you know how they was back then. And still are, shit. Not even just back then. They still
are back then. They still are.
I'm single. I'm not married. So if anybody want to send me $10,000 for a big salary, you can.
Same here. Look,
so you'll be in it, Tamika, baking up some cake.
I'll bake up some cakes for $10,000.
With a big sweet potato.
With a big sweet potato or carrot. Jury's still out on that.
Making a carrot cake or a sweet potato pie.
That girl couldn't bake no way.
Miss T said
nothing is free. That's a fact.
Okay, even if she don't give him
free
anything,
to kill you.
Try to get it.
The check is for the church. That's a universal.
I was just getting ready.
The check is for the church. I wouldn't let.
I was getting ready to give you some credit on what you just said because you was right. I mean, I think you're going to be right there. She might not give him any. She might not give up the goods, but he gonna try to get it, and that's when you're gonna see we're gonna see something wrong with this doctor.
That's what I think. She's gonna see that he's not as kind as she thinks he is. She gonna see the real deal.
Do y'all think that he's gonna get physical with her?
I hope not, but I could see that.
But that's what I think. That's what I think, but I don't want it.
I'm telling y'all, if it happened, Charles gonna beat the brakes off of him.
No, we need to see some hands and feet. Let's go on and get a fight going.
Yeah, Charles gonna beat the brakes off him. We already see he got a good one too.
Look, one thing we
Charles got the hammer too, Moochie.
I just said we already see he got a good one too.
One thing we know is that in every episode we gonna see Meech throwing some damn hands if we don't see nothing else, and we know Charles don't mind fighting. I could see Charles going over there and 1-2 real quick on Doc. I'm just saying.
Let me find out he gonna be beating the brakes off of Dr. Maurice Montclair.
So finally, y'all, we are coming to the end. I know we went over the hour. Of course, the name of the episode was Sanctuary, and we got two perspectives of how this is not really being a sanctuary right now. Even though Meech told her she's safe now, she good, and we talking about the gated community and everything. He said that that's all, false, right? It really is no such thing. So when did Meech say was the first time he got a good night rest? Put it in the chat.
Okay. I don't forget now.
Oh, sure. You might put it in the chat.
You sound like Moochie now.
I know, right? I've been get them some questions.
Miss T said Charles is going to have to fight to prove his love.
Just sit back.
I know, right? That's how every night I got to fight to prove my love.
That's right. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a fight.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sometimes I think
Yeah.
Charles that he and Lucille on bad terms. When he came up in that house with that dance, I said, Charles, did you forget that she can't stand
Yes.
you?
Charles was feeling
He
good,
was saying he
baby.
came in there. He came
He
in. He was
figured
ready
she
to.
calmed down by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was ready to
Yep.
get some
Yeah,
some
y'all
love
was
making
paying
going.
attention. And I thought that was so interesting that he said that. Like he said all of the it could be mansions, it could be a gated community, whatever. He had to learn it the hard way. He basically said the only time he got a good night rest was when he was in jail. I said, well, damn. And at the same time, Terry is saying, I'm in my hometown. I stayed home thinking I'm gonna be around friends and family, but now, without my brother, I don't have no sanctuary. So they both was kind of in the same space at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
What y'all
that
think
was cool.
about Angel? Like, y'all think that she gonna make it? Like, or do y'all think Granny
I'm
gonna
scared for her. I'm
Me
Me
scared for
too.
too.
her.
I'm scared for her too. I'm scared for
Yeah,
her. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
definitely. So yeah, y'all, that was the episode. You ladies have any final thoughts, any predictions, anything y'all want to talk about before we go ahead and, tell the people what y'all got coming up and everything like that. Thank y'all. We done had from 80 to 90 people hopping in and out of the tonight, rocking with us. Definitely appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Moochie, any thoughts? What you want to see or what you think you gonna see? We know Meech is gonna be home in Detroit, so we know that much.
Well, we're gonna see the jealousy with. I think we're gonna see an argument with Terry and Meech because he's gonna be like, "How you messed this up?" I'm telling you, he's gonna find out what's going on, and that whole beef with Detective Brian and him going there. I just want to see what kind of argument are we gonna see with Terry and Meech. Is this gonna be the thing where he gonna have to, look, you making things too hot here where we can't even come back and forth no more.
Right. I could see that. Inga, what you think?
Well, I'm glad to see Meech on the trailer. I saw that Meech is going to be coming back, and everybody's going to be happy to see Meech because they just not rocking with Terry.
Yes,
They're not rocking with Terry, so everybody's going to be so happy that they it's almost like Jesus came back. But when they see Meech, so hopefully that Terry will start working side by side with his brother and stop this competition thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but things are still gonna go left. I'm here for it. I'm here for the jokes.
Definitely. EJ.
I'm just excited for this season. I like a lot of action stuff, and it feels like it's gonna be some action every single episode. Feels like it's gonna be either be a fight, somebody gonna be shooting, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here for all the shooting and for the fighting stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for that. Listen, y'all know it's gonna be a party when Stacks and Greenie get taken out, baby. We gonna
Yes,
party.
yes, yes.
I want to see if he gonna take out Greenie. Like, is that gonna happen, or is is that the end of Greenie? We not gonna see him no more. What y'all think?
Yeah. What y'all think about the Marcus question? Said, would y'all be mad if Henry hurt Markeisha?
Hell no, I wouldn't be mad.
I won't be.
She
You don't
could
even have to
burn
ask
her
me,
up with
Marcus.
that flamethrower, and I
She
would
might
not
try
be
to sleep with
mad.
her. Who knows?
I would not be
You
mad
know what
at
I
all.
said? She might try to sleep with her. Who knows?
She could chop her with that
Yeah, you're
knife.
right.
She could throw the flame burner, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No one's gonna be upset. I mean, I should say no one. I won't be.
Yeah, Terry will be the only one crying about that, but LaWanda might get to her ass before Henry get.
I would like to see LaWanda put some hands and feet on it too.
What's up, Booby Traps? What's going on?
What's up, Booby?
And I hope that hey Booby, I hope that Henry is done with after this season. I don't want to see another season of this character.
Yeah, I honestly don't see her lasting long, but you never know. I don't see her father lasting long either. I mean, you know how they be doing with these things, but
Do y'all think
we'll
that
see. And
Brian's gonna throw him under the bus?
we haven't seen Remy in a minute either. I
Yeah.
mean, if it came down to it, but right now he need them, so he probably gonna be trying to do what he can to protect them. Which I get it, because I know the bigger picture is he's supposedly trying to save Kevin, but then I also get what Terry is saying, where it's like you're so judgmental and hating us and blaming us for everything when you made the choice to work with us and was getting money from us, which I still don't understand what he did with the money he was making from them. And now
That's
you just
what I'm
went
saying.
to another. I just don't add
I'm
up
not
for me.
understanding all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Where did his
And
money
then
go?
though,
Yeah.
because he's a hypocrite. He's been a hypocrite
Yeah.
since we first met him. Since we first met this
Yeah.
character. Like, you can't all of a sudden at one point it's all good, and then all of a sudden now you want to pull back from it. You done too much. You done seen too like
Absolutely. Ain't no turning back.
like,
Inga with this hands and feet.
and
Go
Loretta.
ahead, run your
You
fingers
know,
through it,
Moochie
Inga.
always like a good cat face.
Yes.
Let's get a good fight in there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look,
Oh,
if they gonna
God.
make it ridiculous, just make it all the way ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So
Lord. So, Moochie, what you got coming up, girl? What's going on?
Well, I will be doing the trailer breakdown tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm gonna put my review up. I still gotta edit it. I don't know. I doubt it if I put it up because I feel like I said what I had to say about this episode. I didn't really care for it like that. But yeah, check me out tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing that, and I got a couple of other things coming. So please keep y'all notifications on, all right? And holla at your girl.
Okay. Inga, what can the people expect from y'all? Check out Inga's shorts, y'all. They have me cracking up. She don't went in on them about this Tupac, and she says she might be doing a new segment.
She's supposed to be.
yeah. Yeah, it's some people that just got this on my nerve on all these shows that I might have to just do a whole rant to just throw people in the furnace, because but on this particular show, it's a whole bunch of people that need to go burn up in that furnace. Because we didn't get a chance to see that furnace in the Raising Canaan. So I needed to see some action with that. I need to see that furnace. So we shall see. It's coming soon.
Yeah, I'm with you there. EJ, shout out to EJ, the TV junkie. She just got 7,000 subscribers. Okay, she put the BM boss. She be out here doing her thing. What you got going on?
You putting in that work.
Yes, congratulations. And shout out to Brillo, the big review, too. He was my person of the week, the plug, the recipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up to everybody in the chat? First and foremost, appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate all the love you guys are showing out here to the ladies. Showing up each and every week when we do our reviews and our movies. Even sometimes y'all don't even see the movie, but y'all still come through. So we appreciate that so much. So anyways, yeah. So I just let's see, what's today? Monday, Sunday. Okay, yeah, Monday. So Wednesday, we have our Ruthless Roundtable for anybody who watches Ruthless. We'll be doing that. Of course, we'll have, regular reviews for Ruthless and for BMF this week. And then I think I'm going to do a movie review. I still have to do my other review that I have put up. And I have like a couple of other things that are going to be coming out. So just keep your notifications turned on. I'm going to try to do way more content. But and let's see, did I just do something else? No, I don't think I posted.
See, that's why she got the 7K. All that content, she putting it out there.
Girl,
I need girl.
More content. But yeah, that's all I got going on this week. We'll see what goes down. And then as always, guys, if you want to support your girl, I do have ready-made merch on my website, strictlyopinionated.com. So I do have cups and stuff like that. And if y'all are Power fans, I actually do have a Power cup up there too. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, listen, she got the shirt, she got the hat. There go my All the Queen's Men cup, okay? Make sure y'all ordering this stuff. I'm still waiting for my rock shirt that says everybody wanna, what
I
was
know.
it?
I got to
Want
talk to
the
EJ about my
want to
shirt.
blame me and want me to answer. However it go, y'all know what it was.
Our rock talk.
Yeah, all right.
Exactly. That's right. Well, right now we need is Terry's fault. It's all Terry's fault.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
hates Terry. I gotta
That's
get
it.
that
That's it right
shirt.
there.
Listen,
Everybody
I can
hates
make that
Terry.
happen. Everybody hates Terry. We gonna make that one happen. I can make that one happen.
Yeah, everybody hates Terry.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't got too much going on right now. I had a little personal stuff happening, and most of my shows is on break right now. So I'm kind of taking time out for self-care for myself, as I'm always telling y'all. But I will still be doing BMF, and I'll be with the ladies, and I think it's gonna be trivia night Saturday unless something happens. And so I'm just gonna be kind of cool in it, but I'll still be here. Okay. And we got Foxy Brown coming the fourth Sunday. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure y'all
It's gonna
tune
be
in
fire.
for
It's gonna
that.
be fire.
Okay. Definitely,
Everybody got tuned
definitely.
in for that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
congrats to Detroit King too. He reached 500 subs. Okay, he working his way on up.
Mhm.
So all right, y'all. We gonna say good night on that note. We gonna catch y'all on the next one. See y'all around
Y'all
too.
like my hair, y'all.
Yeah, say bye to Inga and her hair. Okay, she came through stunting on them.
I had to make y'all laugh. I said I'm gonna wait until everybody come on and then boom.
Yes,
I know
definitely
I'm
did. That made my night. All right,
good.
y'all.